Would you say you're kind of just doing your own thing, or do you occasionally will do hookups, or not?
I mean,
really?
yeah, I have here and there, but again, not really. It's getting over a recent breakup and stuff. Like, I haven't really been putting myself out there.
Has there been a rebound?
There was like one person I was seeing for like a very short period of time, but I don't really talk to them anymore.
And what about you? Any hookups here and there? Or
a couple here and there. Nothing super serious, but.
I have a question. I'm very curious. How do guys, like you're around your age, how do they talk to you guys? Because
that's the funny thing is that they don't. I have gotten approached at a party maybe twice since being here. Men don't approach us here. Which, you know, I find funny because there's so many beautiful women here in Isla Vista.
Honestly, think that might be the problem.
Yeah, there's so many of us here. But no, me and my friends, like, we never really get approached at parties. So even the men who do come up and talk to us, they're
You've been approached only twice.
I mean, that I can.
I mean, you can have conversations with people, but just like a guy coming up to you being like, "Hey, can I get your number?"
I didn't mean to interrupt you there. You said, but the men who do approach us, you were about to say.
I mean, it's again very rare, but the ones who have approached me were like very, very incoherent and very, very drunk. I couldn't really hold like a clear conversation with them, so it's kind of iffy if it even like counts.
I think the biggest difference from when I was growing up to the generation now is I remember being in 8th grade. We used to go home from school. They used to have chat rooms that you could call, and you would call the chat room. You would enter the room, and you would just talk to people. You don't know where they are.
Yeah.
Whether you would just no. This is like an actual.
Like Omega.
I'm from I'm from Memphis. And there was like there was a number you would call.
I've heard
and
of it.
then you would just enter the chat, and then you would just talk. You might be just talking shit the whole time, but you might meet a girl. You just talk to a girl, and that's all you did was talk.
Was it randomized? Like,
yeah, it's random. You don't know. Yeah, you don't know who you're talking to. No, you can't see it. This was. This was pre-smartphone.
So they could have catfished like and.
Yeah, you could have been. I mean, you'd be like, oh, what school do you go to? So like, I think that's why like a lot of.
Wait, that's the reason? That's why.
I've
never heard of that thing.
Well, yeah, but I feel like that's why. Well, it's one of the reasons why, like.
You think because on social media?
I think the big reason is dating apps and social media.
True.
That's why, in the past, if a guy wanted to get a girl, he couldn't just get on an app and swipe and hope like some girl comes over.
True.
Like now, a lot of guys have access to the dating apps, and whereas before, if you didn't approach a girl, you had nothing.
Yeah.
Even if like these guys aren't successful on the dating apps, they still like they're at least maybe getting some conversation, right? Whereas at least attempting to get an option. Whereas back then, you had to approach a girl.
Yeah.
So I think not only are there more options, which I think you brushed on, but you also get more of a chance to decide what you're going to respond with or how you're going to talk,
you get
right?
To tailor your
like voice to text or something like video to video, or a guy approaching you at a party. He has to actually think about how his swagger is, how his movements are, everything. But now it's just like if you're like spitting game like text to text, like you could think about a response in 2 hours.
True. Right. You know? I wanted to.
Which I love and I hate for myself too, because I can think of something witty to say like an hour later, but I was like, if I was like this in person, is this really me, or is this just like
absolutely
me an hour later?
Women don't really need game though.
Really?
No, but it's
women
important.
Don't need game.
It's
not
important
to have
to
sex,
uphold.
But
it's
fair.
true. Like respectfully, most men will just like sleep with like anything or anyone if given the opportunity and chance.
What?
Men will like fuck an apple pie, like American Pie.
I know. Good film.
Great film.
Yeah.
Wait,
so,
you think American Pie?
But in order to,
you think American Pie is a great film?
It did what it did at the time period it was portrayed in.
Okay, cool.
It's a classic.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. That's like one of my guilty pleasure favorite films. Okay,
yeah,
so
no, it's good.
Go ahead. Someone was.
Oh yeah, American Pie.
American.
Okay. Was that where this one time from band camp?
That's where that came
I used to. So I was in the marching band in high school, and we used to always say that. That was my favorite thing.
Go ahead.
I'm not gonna lie. I did have sex with my couch at one point. Well, no, I'd probably say like fourth grade. Like there's like crevices in the fucking
Oh, that's have like you guys seen Big Mouth where he like literally fucks the pillow and like the couch.
No, I
need to watch that. That's like literally you.
No, there's some guys about, like going through puberty. The guys watching, y'all have all done some weird stuff. Don't act like
girls too.
Y'all hump the edges of like counters and stuff. Like
that's true.
Everyone's
that's true. Actually.